understand this weather. Why is it downpouring? It's supposed to be spring. I don't know where spring is. It showed up yesterday. It's not here today. So I just got back from Rite. I'm a little bit annoyed because I was there this morning after my suppression check trying to get my estrogen pills, and they texted me yesterday saying they were ready, and they were not ready this morning, and so then I had to go back this evening and pick them up. So I'm just like, ugh. As you can tell, I'm just annoyed today. My pills weren't ready. I had to go back twice. And then this weather, where is spring? I think it's because I had to stop the birth control pill on Monday. Today's Thursday for my suppression check. And it was halfway through the pills. And now I'm on my period. And my body's like, you're not supposed to be on your period yet. I think that's probably why. Because my suppression check this morning went really well. So I'll tell you about that in a second. Side note, in case you're wondering why I picked up my estrogen pills at Rite and my other IVF meds, by the way, got delivered by UPS a few days ago. It's because of insurance, of course. So my estrogen pills are covered by insurance, and that's why they were at Rite. And then the rest of my IVF medications, like the progesterone injections and the vaginal progesterone, is not covered by insurance. And those come from the fertility pharmacy that got delivered by UPS that showed up on my front door a few days ago. So it's really annoying that I have two different delivery locations on these medications. So yeah, that's also annoying me right now. But welcome to the video, you guys. I hope this video is finding you happy and healthy. And if you are brand new here, welcome. I upload 1 to 2 videos a week all about living healthy, and right now I'm focused on IVF. So for those of you who are here for IVF information, or if you're going through your own IVF journey or infertility journey, I'm here for you. I hope this video helps you guys out in some way. So yeah, I want to tell you about my suppression check, but first I want to show you all these IVF medications I am going to be taking very soon. The estrogen pills I'm going to be taking starting tomorrow, and then the rest of them I'll tell you in a minute. I actually just thought of something to tell you guys before I show you my medications. For those of you who are brand new, I just kind of want to clarify. Most of you on here already know. So my frozen embryo transfer date is July 1st. So all these medications are in preparation for that. I already did 2 rounds of egg retrieval, and they got a ton of eggs from me, but I actually only got a total of 3 normal embryos, and so they will transfer one of those embryos in me July 1st, and I don't know which embryo they're going to transfer. It's just, I told them whatever embryo looks the healthiest, so I don't know the gender. I could know the gender if I wanted to because I got them all genetically tested, so they know the gender, but I'm just choosing not to know because I'm kind of protecting my heart just in case it doesn't work out. So yeah, that's a personal choice. But yeah, I am on the road to prepare for the FET, or the frozen embryo transfer. And because I've never had a normal cycle, I've never had a normal period, they put me on the birth control pill to like time my cycles so that they can be in full control of my cycles. Otherwise, who knows when I'm gonna have a cycle, if I have a cycle at all. So they're in full control of it. So they had me stop the birth control pill on Monday, which was 3 days ago. And I just had the suppression check today, which basically it's a lab draw and an ultrasound to test my hormone levels off the birth control pill. And now they're in full control of my hormones. Okay, so these are my estrogen pills I just picked up. This is what they look like, if you can see through the bottle. So they're pretty tiny, so they should be pretty easy to take. And they say to take them 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night, but to space them out 8 hours between each pill. So I might have to take one at bedtime. And those are the ones I'm going to be starting tomorrow. And I'm going to be taking just the estrogen pills until the 25th. And on the 25th, I'm going in for another ultrasound and another blood draw to see where my estrogen level is at. If my estrogen level is at a level where they want it to be, and they're also going to do another vaginal ultrasound and check my uterine lining. If my uterine lining is where they want it to be, then I'm going to start the progesterone. So let me show you those. So I was a little bit surprised when I first saw these in the package because I was like, what are these things? I think I assumed that I would insert the vaginal progesterone like with my finger, but I think they want me to use these because it's supposed to go up really high, which does make sense. I'm not going to open these right now. I don't really know what they look like, and I don't know how to use these yet, so I'll probably like YouTube it. I will be starting these, and I believe this is once or twice a day. I can't remember. And in addition to that, I will be starting these progesterone injections. Now these I'm dreading. This is the medication that I was like, maybe I don't want to do this transfer. Maybe I'm okay with not having kids because I don't want to do these injections. These look so scary. It is intramuscular. I do have to put them in my butt. They delivered a whole bunch of supplies also with medications, which is very nice of them. But I pulled these out to show you. So at first I thought this was the needle I would have to inject myself with, which I was like, oh my gosh, that's so much bigger than I thought. But this is the needle that you use to draw up the medication from the vial, and then this medication you use to inject yourself. So that's not too bad. It is a typical intramuscular needle. I am a nurse, so I've given a lot of intramuscular injections, but I haven't given that many to patients in the butt. We just don't give that many anymore. And so I'm not excited about this. I got this out of the box to show you. This is what the vial looks like. But it was nice because I just paid an additional $75 and I got some numbing medication. So maybe this will help it hurt less. I'm not sure. There are automatic injectors I've heard of. Maybe I'll look into that. I don't really know, but not excited about this part. But at least I don't have to worry about the progesterone yet, just the estrogen for now, which is nice. I can kind of ease my way into it. And then of course the sharps container was delivered also with everything. The other thing I am not liking about this whole medication situation is if it is successful, if I get pregnant, I have to continue all these medications through the first trimester. And for those of you who have been pregnant before, you know the first trimester is pretty difficult in terms of nausea and you're so tired, and a lot of women have trouble the first trimester. So not only will I have the first trimester symptoms, I'm going to be dealing with these medications at the same time. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I know I'm just going to take it like one day at a time, one thing at a time, and just see how it goes. Maybe I won't react as bad as I think I'm going to react. So that's just like been on my mind, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated as to how I'm feeling with these, how I'm feeling with the estrogen pills to start. And yeah, you'll know along the way as I know how I'm feeling. My suppression check. I wanted to film a lot more than I did. I actually didn't film anything in there, and they don't allow filming, but I at least wanted to take some pictures of like my ultrasound, what it looks like, or even just like a really short video when they were in the room when I was changing, just to show you guys what it all looks like. If I can, I'll dig up some footage. I might have taken a video a long time ago of what the ultrasound machine looks like and everything. It's the same ultrasound machine that I had when they were checking me before egg retrieval, but it is a vaginal ultrasound. They put a probe up my vagina, and that way they can have a really good visual of both ovaries and the uterus. So at first they measured my uterine lining. And by the way, the vaginal ultrasound doesn't hurt. It's uncomfortable if your ovaries are full, like right before egg retrieval. But for me today, it wasn't painful. So at first they measured my uterus. My uterine lining is very thin, and that's to be expected because I've been on the birth control pill and now I'm off the pill having my period. So they expect the lining to be thin. And then they went on to measure my ovaries, the right and the left one. So they did the right ovary first. They measured it, and then they found, I think it was 3 cysts on the right ovary. So they measured those. So when they were measuring the 3 cysts on my right ovary, I was kind of panicking. I really was like, what does this mean? But when I asked the nurse practitioner who was doing my ultrasound about the cysts, she was like, oh, it shouldn't be anything. Actually, what they look like is scars or like scabs that are healing from your egg retrieval surgery, which makes total sense. The ovaries do need to heal from the egg retrieval surgery, and I just never thought of that. So hopefully that's all it is. They did do extra blood work to make sure that the cysts are just what they think they are, which is just like healing scars from the egg retrieval surgery. The left ovary is fine. They call it quiet. There's nothing going on with the left ovary, which is great. And then after the ultrasound, I did the blood draw, which is just the hormone level draws, estrogen level being the main one they're looking at. They want my estrogen level to be low to start off with because of course they're controlling all of my hormone levels. I'm going to be on the estrogen starting tomorrow, so then my estrogen level should be going up. And they did another set of vitals just to update my chart, and then they weighed me. So then I was done. So the whole thing altogether took about a half an hour, and I did have to wait about 10-15 minutes for my turn. Then I heard from my clinic this afternoon. They said everything looks good. Start your estrogen pills tomorrow, and then make sure you come in on the 25th for another lab draw and ultrasound, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully everything is progressing by then as it should, and I'm still on track to take the progesterone right after that and egg retrieval on July 1st. But I'm flexible. If my body doesn't respond as fast as they want it to or I want it to, and my frozen embryo transfer is pushed off a little bit, that's totally fine. It is what it is. that was really good. So of course, eating a lot of foods for fertility. So basically all the foods that I had in this smoothie bowl are for fertility. So green leafy vegetables for the iron. And I did throw some turmeric powder in there. This helps with inflammation. And in case you didn't know, turmeric powder needs to be paired with black pepper. And that's why I ground some black pepper in the smoothie, because if not, then the body can't utilize or absorb the turmeric very well unless it is paired with black pepper. And then throwing some blueberries for antioxidants and mango for vitamin A, which is also anti-inflammatory. Throwing some goji berries on top for the antioxidants and iron. And I bought these at Costco. So by the way, if you haven't seen my last grocery haul, it was a Costco grocery haul, and I went over all of the fertility foods that I've been eating to help boost my fertility and help my body prepare itself for the embryo transfer. There's a lot of foods you can eat that will help develop your uterine lining also. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link it down below. But I got this at Costco, and these are really easy to drink because if you're short on protein or just need a quick snack, these are really good. So yeah, I just threw this into the smoothie to raise the protein level, and also I didn't need any like almond milk or milk to thin it out because this is already liquid, so that's kind of convenient. And then on top, chia seed and walnuts for the omega-3s. And you got yourself a delicious, easy smoothie bowl with lots of nutrition and lots of fertility boosting foods. All right, so my 2 p.m. alarm just went off, so we got to take our second estrogen pill. It's crazy how this little of a pill can do so much. All right, done. Second one. I kind of wanted to reiterate something. So when I was drinking my coffee, when I got home from acupuncture, I was on my phone answering DMs, and a couple people messaged me and said, oh, I didn't realize the frozen embryo transfer. I didn't realize how much went into that, like how much medications you have to take and how it's drawn out over a long period of time. So I responded to those people saying that like everybody's different. So for me, I'm kind of on the most complex regimen in terms of medication and timeline because my body has never had a normal period. I think I mentioned that earlier in this video. And a lot of you who've been following my journey for a while know that I've never had like a regular normal cycle before. I had a couple periods on my own finally with my naturopath's help a couple years ago when I went off the pill, but my body has just never been regular, unfortunately. So I need all the medication help I can get to kind of mimic my body in a cycle to get prepared for the frozen embryo transfer. And so that's why I need all this estrogen and the progesterone in a couple weeks after my June 25th appointment. And so, but not everybody will need all of that. So it just depends on the person and what their needs are. So if you're looking at a frozen embryo transfer soon or a fresh embryo transfer, it's gonna probably be different for you than it is for me. So I just kind of wanted to reiterate that, because don't look at this video and think, oh my gosh, I am in for a frozen embryo transfer soon and that's what I'm looking at, because it probably isn't. It's probably gonna be different for you. On that note, I hope this video helped you out. I hope that if you're going through your own IVF journey, that this video and these videos are helping you out. Remember that those of you who are going through infertility, fertility treatments, IVF, whatever it may be, that you're never alone. There's a ton of us going through the same thing. And that is why I make these videos, to help ensure that you guys feel not alone, because I've felt alone for way too long, for way too many years. I've been dealing with infertility since I was a young adult, like 20 years old. I already knew I had problems. So now I'm 36 almost. And so I have been on the infertility journey for a really, really long time. And I'm so glad that we're able to talk about it now. And I don't feel alone anymore. And I hope that you feel the same way. I am going to keep continuing to do these vlogs because I want to document my journey for you guys and for myself, this FET journey. I'm definitely vlogging the day of the transfer. Also, I said this in a post announcing my suppression check. I am going to be sharing my journey all the way up until transfer day. But then after that, I am going to become a little bit more quiet about my own personal IVF journey because I'm going to need time to process, like, oh my gosh, this actually happened. And then, 9 days after the transfer, I'll go in for a pregnancy test. Whether it's positive or negative, I am going to keep that information to myself. If it is positive, if this pregnancy takes, and I actually do become pregnant and I get through the first trimester, I am going to be waiting quite a while to announce the pregnancy because I'm literally not going to believe it. It's just going to be something that I'm just not going to believe until I see my belly getting big and I can feel the baby kick and I see a couple ultrasounds and the heartbeat. It's just because this journey I've been on has been years and years and years, and I just won't believe it. So I'm just going to need that private time to process. If the transfer is not successful, I'm still going to remain quiet for a while, and I will be announcing that maybe a couple months after when I'm ready. But yeah, after the transfer, I know myself personally, I'm just going to need some time to process what what just went on. But I will be continuing to make videos and post about IVF and infertility stuff and informational stuff, things like that. And then of course, I started this channel for health and fitness also, so doing a couple things with that. Leave comments down below if you're getting ready for a transfer, if you've had your transfer already, or what stage you're at with your IVF journey. I would love to hear from you guys. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much again for your encouragement, for your support. It just means the world to me that you guys are even watching this. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, because it really helps support my channel. I'll see you in the next one, probably some sort of a vlog, update video / nutrition. Not really too sure what video I'm gonna do next, but something that has to do with my IVF journey. We are gonna go visit Yuma tomorrow, so I'm so excited about it. I haven't seen my dog in 2.5 weeks, and I'm missing him like crazy. Apparently he's doing really well in his hunting training. For those of you who are new on here, I have a Vizsla puppy. Well, he'll be a year June 28th, so he'll be a year in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, can't believe he's a year already. But he's a high energy hunting dog, and now he is in hunting school being formally trained to hunt birds. Vizslas are bred to hunt birds, by the way, and mostly like pheasant, quail, chucker, like the desert kind of birds, not ducks. He is not a water dog, unfortunately. I'm trying to get him used to the water and like the water, but right now he just hates the water. So we'll work on that when he gets back. If you want to follow him on Instagram, feel free to do that. I post a lot of reels of him. He's a hilarious dog. All right, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always remember to be kind to yourself.